Good day, everyone. This is Jasmine Arika H. Nudalo, and today I'm going to tackle about the problem solving and the reasoning. Let's get started. It covers three topics, which are the inductive reasoning, the deductive reasoning, and Polius problem solving strategies. What is problem? Problem is a statement requiring a solution, usually by means of mathematical operation or geometric construction. So in every problem, it needs a solution. And in order to get the solution, we must undergo a process. A problem solving is a process in which we take what we know to discover what we do not know. Logic is the science of reasoning, while reasoning is a drawing of inferences or conclusions from known or assumed facts. So for now, let us move on to the types of reasoning. From what I have mentioned before, there are two types of reasoning, the inductive reasoning and deductive reasoning. Let us tackle first, what is inductive reasoning? Inductive reasoning involves going from series of specific cases to general statement. The conclusion of inductive reasoning is never guaranteed. So, I have some examples. First example, Harold is a grandfather. Harold is bald. Therefore, all grandfathers are bald. From what I have mentioned, conclusion is never guaranteed, since we cannot say that all grandfathers are bald, right? So in the first problem, which is A, 4, 8, 12, 16. So we need to determine what is the next number. So solution. Each successive number is 4 larger than the preceding number. Thus, we predict that the next number in the list is 4 larger than 16, which is 20. Okay? So in the next example or problem, we need to predict also the next number 2, 4, 7, 11, and 16. The first two numbers differ by 2. The second and the third number differ by 3. It appears that the difference between any two numbers is always 1 more than the preceding difference. Since 11 and 16 differ by 5, we predict that the next number in the list will be 6 larger than the 16, which is 22. Since the conclusion of inductive reasoning may correct or not, the conclusion will form a conjecture. So let's have an example. Consider the following procedures. First is to pick a number. Second, we multiply it by 10. Third, add a to the product. Fourth, divide the sum by 2. And last, subtract by 4. Suppose we pick 6 as our original number. So we multiply 6 by 10 and the product is 60. Then the product will be added by 8 and it equals to 68. The sum will be divided by 2 and it equals to 34. Then lastly, 34 subtracted by 4, it is equal to 30. So we started 6 as our original number and it produces 30. Starting with 7 and it produces 35. In each of these cases, the procedure produces a number that is 5 times the original number. It is conjectured that the given procedure produces a number that is 5 times the original number. Understand? If you find one case for which a statement is not true, it is called counterexamples. The statement is a false statement. So example, every number that is multiple of 10 is divisible by 4. So is it true? Let's prove then. 100 divided by 4 is equal to 25. 110 divided by 4 is equal to 27.5. 120 divided by 4 is equal to 30. We have shown that not all multiples of 10 are divisible by 4. We call 110 as our counterexample. Okay, let us now move on to the second type of reasoning, which is the deductive reasoning. So what is deductive reasoning? Deductive reasoning is a type of logic which one goes from general statement to specific cases. Example: all men are mortal. Socrates is a man, therefore Socrates is mortal. Holly notices that every Saturday, her neighbor mows his lawn. Today is Saturday. Holly concludes that her neighbor will mow his lawn. And now we're done with our reasoning. Let us move on to the next topic, which is the Polya's problem-solving techniques. Polya, the father of problem-solving. George Polya was a Hungarian mathematician. He made fundamental contributions to combinatorics, number theory, numerical analysis, and probability theory. He also noted for his work in heuristics and mathematics education. In 1945, George Polya published the book How to Solve It, and it quickly became his most prized publication. In this book, he identifies 4 basic principles of problem solving. Polya's 4-step problem solving strategy. First, understand the problem. So you must answer the questions. Do you understand all the words used in the stating problem? What are you asked to find or show? Is there enough information to enable you to find a solution? Can you think of a picture or diagram that might help you understand the problem? Second step, devise a plan. There are many reasonable ways to solve problems. The skill lies in choosing an appropriate strategy. The best learned by solving many problems. You will find choosing a strategy increasingly easy. Third step, carry out the plan. Persist with the plan that you have chosen. If it continues not to work, discard it and choose another. And lastly, review the solution. You need to look back what you have done, what worked, and what didn't. Doing this will enable you to predict what strategy to use to solve future problems. So we have strategies that might help you to solve the problem. You can use a model, consider special cases, work backwards, use direct reasoning, use a formula, and so on and so forth. So let's have an example. Michelle has 2 skirts, a black and a blue. She has 4 blouses, a white, yellow, red, and pink blouse. How many different outfits can she put together? First, let us understand the problem. We need to find the number of different outfits Michelle can put together out of her 2 skirts and 4 blouses. Second, devise the plan. Make an organized list to find number of different outfits Michelle can put together. Third, carry out the plan. List the color of skirt at the left that will correspond to the color of the blouse at the right to see how many pairs can be made. Then, skirt and blouses. Black, white, black, yellow, black, red, black, pink, blue, white, blue, yellow, blue, red, and blue, pink. Michelle can make 8 different outfits. Last, review the solution. Go back to the list after checking that all data were listed completely. Then we can say that the answers are correct. That's all for today. Thank you and God bless.